Welcome back, everybody, to the New Orleans Saints franchise as the postseason continues. It's the division round with our Saints hosting the Seattle Seahawks, the team that knocked us out in the postseason a year ago. Both won their wildcard matchups, ours in a higher scoring game, Seattle in a low scoring 17-9 game. Going into this matchup, we are going to be without one of our key playmakers in wide receiver Jacoby Pearman, who is dealing with a dislocated shoulder. He's had a phenomenal year, and he's a very difficult guy to replace, but we will try to do so with Tutu Atwell. But the return of Chris Olave was so big for us in the wildcard round. He scored a big touchdown. Our offense looked great last week, just as they did when we met Seattle earlier this season. We won that game on the road, but did allow over 400 passing yards. And we did not do a great job against the Washington offense last week, and this one is far more complete. It's one of the most talented supporting casts in all of football, and they have a young quarterback in Hunter Boone that has thrived since he was drafted. So we finally got that first postseason win out of the way last week. It was not an easy game. Now we face the Seattle Seahawks, the champions of the NFC West. And the winner will move on to play in the NFC Championship game. Welcome to the second round, everybody. Seattle will receive the opening kick and start at their own 25-yard line. There is Hunter Boone, whose numbers are spectacular this season. Very close to Anthony Richardson in the passing department. 34 touchdowns, only 7 picks, and a lot of star power in this offense. They will open in the air, and Boone's first throw goes to DK Metcalf, and he picks up 10 and a first down. Jackson Smith-Njigba, Zay Flowers, Kenneth Walker, Nick Brooks. There's so many great players to defend in this offense, and there's the first grab for JSN. They'll run it now, the first time for Kenneth Walker, and it's a first down as Seattle works in all these playmakers one by one. Pass short, it is incomplete for Zay Flowers. He was covered by Tommy Tomlinson. Boone to throw it again on second down, and this time Flowers is by himself and gets the first down. You'll notice that we are running the same front that worked out well for us late last week. It's a great catch by Flowers. Inside the 25. Juan Beard is on the field. Tevin Smith rushing from the inside. A catch, and Brooks has his first. A pass-heavy start for the Seahawks. They've made it to the red zone, and a first down grab goes to Flowers. Third catch already on the possession. Marching right down the field, and on first and goal, this is Walker. He will score untouched. What a start for the Seattle Seahawks, and one of our franchise's most high-powered offenses. Lucky for us, we also have one of the greatest offenses in the league. 33 touchdown passes for Anthony Richardson to go with 7 rushing on the season. And New Orleans comes out in the eye. It is Jadarius Roby up the middle. He gains 4. He ran for over $150 against Seattle in the first meeting. And they're testing this run defense right off the bat. Third down and 5 for Richardson on the opening drive. A quick hitter caught by Chris Olave. And it's enough for a first down. Tutu Atwell, he's the third receiver on first down, and he makes his first catch, makes a move on Reek Woolen. It's a gain of 9. Gonna be big shoes to fill there, playing for Pearman as the handoff goes to Wilson. That is a first down, gain of 6. Saints take it up near midfield, first down. It's a play fake. Richardson launching, knocked down in the area of Chris Olave. Reek Woolen gets a hand on it. Now they motion Jadarius Roby from the outside back in. Screen Wilson. Following a block, he's up across the 45. Spread out for the Saints. 3rd and 4 with time. A catch. Atwell with his second. It's a big conversion. The drive continues. Checking in at running back, that's Tavares Cofield. He receives the handoff, dashes across the 30, and has a good gain to the 27. Roby on 3rd and inches. An easy first down gain following Reggie Gilliam. He stays in the game. Richardson off the fake. Everybody's covered, so he takes off. Inside the 15, he picks up 9. A nice methodical possession for the Saints. Long one to go. It's picked up by Roby. And they're blocking really well inside on this possession. They keep the fullback on as Richardson rolls to the right, running out of room and heads out at the 5. 3rd and goal now for the Saints. They didn't come all this way to settle for 3. Richardson, he steps up to run. He's in! Touchdown! And the Saints match Seattle's great start with a touchdown of their own. Coming into this matchup, I felt like we could see a lot of offense. So early on, I want to see which defense is able to make big plays. So far, there haven't been any. Swung out. Nice job by Walker, maintaining balance, and he's down the sideline to the 45. I mean, this offense is full of guys that can make the defense look silly. Here is Brooks. The young tight end picks up 4. Boone, a lot of passing early on. The pass is broken up, though, by Chad Binns. He's in top form right now. 3rd down, Seattle. Boone's throw, incomplete for Walker. Patrick Queen on the coverage, and there's your first stop. As the Saints will take over, and they go play fake. Richardson dumps it for Roby, and he's right on top of the first down marker. With how good this secondary is, you have to be careful in how you look to attack them. There's a wide open void. Kevin Blackwell cuts it back to the Seattle 45. So far, we're seeing a lot of running. Reggie Gilliam getting a lot of playing time as Roby looks to bounce it, picks up the first, and heads out of bounds. And we're seeing a lot of underneath throws. Nothing too aggressive yet out of New Orleans. Rolling Richardson to the left. He'll keep the whole way and slide with the first down yardage. 4 runs already for Richardson as well. The running backs get mixed in and out, and wide open is Tavares Cofield for the first down to the 11. And the Saints work it down the field again. Following Gilliam, Cofield, a cut. Taken down near the 2. Saints trying to punch this in. Roby stood up and denied. It was Richardson who scored on the last possession. 3rd and 1. Gilliam turned away. Got absolutely nothing there. And New Orleans content with the field goal try. A lot of teams go for it in this spot. We certainly have at times. But here the Saints just take their points. 10-7. Swung out again. And Kenneth Walker, tough to bring down one-on-one. Saints looking to get off the field again. 3rd and 5 for Boone. Coverage is good. Runs out of time and throws it away. There's a small window on this play. DK Metcalf opens up right here. But the pressure shows up and the windows are all closed after that. 1st and 10 New Orleans after back-to-back stops. And Cofield gets a crease and takes it across the 45. They're in the face of these receivers now on 2nd down, and it's a screen. Cofield picking up a block. It's a gain of 9. And the key for New Orleans has been to get into 3rd down and short. Cofield, he's got the first down. They've been able to run the football in these spots too and not have to throw the ball continuously. 2nd and 10 now, and time runs out on Richardson. Pressure gets through the middle, forcing a 3rd down and 15. Can they open things up now? Richardson, a deep shot, incomplete for Kevin Blackwell. Double covered on the play. And now the Saints have to punt for the first time, and we are left with under a minute now in the first half. Those first two drives ate up a lot of time. Now the defenses have settled in. An open look that goes to Metcalf. The Seattle offense has 48 seconds and 2 timeouts. Nice catch. Zay Flowers to the 34. Still a long way to go. Off the fake. A short throw. Good hands by DK Metcalf. Seattle down to 1 timeout. Dumped off again. Walker into Saint territory, and they'll have to spend the timeout there. So now the middle of the field is less of an option. Boone backs up. Lobs it up, and Brooks doesn't have a play on it. Seattle can't do much here beyond taking a shot downfield, and Boone is going to let it fly here as time expires. Out the back of the end zone and incomplete. That is it for the first half. We open with 2 great touchdown drives, and then no one finds the end zone again. We saw both defenses step up at about the same time, so very even to this point. Vikings and Cowboys will play in the opposite matchup, as the 4 teams remaining in both conferences are all the division winners. There are no wildcard teams alive in the postseason right now. So let's get this second half underway. Saints up first this time. Alex Sharp to the 20. And injured right now, that is Kevin Blackwell. And he throws his helmet in frustration as he's replaced by Eddie Lovelock. And Cofield running wide and getting first down yardage. A good start to this second half. They've had more efficiency out of him than Roby. He's in there again on first down. Uncovered! Eddie Lovelock into Seattle territory. You can't afford to lose track of receivers in this offense. Richardson play fake and gets hit. Trying to dump toward Reggie Gilliam. And a big play coming up for Seattle. 3rd and 10. 7 in coverage, and the pressure gets there with just 4. Good coverage downfield as well. Seattle gets it back at the 20. And they almost refused to run the ball in the first half. Boone got away with one there. A dangerous lob towards Zaven Collins. 2nd down, dumps it again, and Walker's tackled by Tommy Tomlinson. Saints have been tough on 3rd down, and they'll bring pressure. And Boone sees it, throws away with good coverage again. Saints are switching things up on 3rd down, and it's throwing off this passing game. And that will get it back to the offense. And Alex Sharp handles the return. He gets a crease, cutting it out to the 45, replacing Jacoby Pearman well on that snap. The running back is Roby on 1st down. Richardson sees pressure, throws a strike to Garrett Wilson into Seattle territory. Anthony Richardson, 11 for 16. Roby cutting it out and finding open field. Excellent choice to bounce this run, as Seattle would have had it clogged from the inside. They're loading the box. Richardson fakes. Time to roll. Dumps it back across his body, and that's Roby on the catch. Gain of 8 more. Cofield checking in. Throwing on 3rd down. Back in the game with the first down catch is Kevin Blackwell. 3rd time inside the 10 for New Orleans. Richardson dumping. Cofield getting a couple. New Orleans with everybody in tight. 2 receivers on 2nd down. Under pressure, gets it outside and caught by Lovelock. He's across for the touchdown. What a play by Richardson and Lovelock. He got pressured again. This pass didn't come out as cleanly as you would like. And how key has Eddie Lovelock been this season? A good route, great hands too, and he makes sure to get inside the pylon. 17-7, a big advantage now for New Orleans, whose defense is in good form. Hunter Boone will throw it to Zay Flowers as Seattle tries to regain their footing again. They looked so good on that opening drive. Protected, wide open, Nick Brooks for the first down. We've seen New Orleans bring some pressure on third downs. They didn't do it that time. New set of downs, airing it out. The catch is made. Jackson Smith-Njigba doing the Tyler Lockett technique down to the 18. Knocked away now on the quick throw for Brooks. Hard to get by Tommy Tomlinson. Third down, pressure, gets to Boone. He's dropped. And Juan Beard is going to have to come off the field. Our blitzes on third down have been so big. Here's one we rarely ever break out. It's a boundary corner blitz from Paulson Adebo, and it's executed perfectly. Seattle gets 3, and New Orleans maintains at least a touchdown advantage. 2 and change to play in the third. A counter for Cofield. There's running room. A first down gain to the 40. As we have found a way to gash this defense on the ground again. Now Richardson's turn, a spin, and a gain of 8. We'll take it. Tutu Atwell is the isolated receiver on second down as Richardson goes down again. Seattle has created some rush inside today, and Justin Stark knocks us back. Facing along third down, plenty of time, and this pass is lofted and caught by Cofield. A perfect toss from Anthony Richardson. And here's a guy you don't want to cover on a wheel route, that's for sure. Tavares Cofield is such a playmaker, and that will take us into the fourth quarter. Saints now in position to extend this to a 2-score game again. Roby the carry. Has a lane. First down and stopped at the 12. Great job by this backfield combination today. Jet sweep, that's Olave. Gaining a few. 3rd and 6. Saints have to get inside the 2. How aggressive will they be? Richardson pressured, and they get him back at the 20. Seattle creates another sack, and that will bring on Blake Grupe. But this for a 10-point advantage. And Seattle is going to have some work to do in this fourth quarter. They looked so good on that opening drive, it had me worried. But the Saints quickly made their adjustments. Here's Boone. Outside. Good catch made by Kenneth Walker. Third downs haven't been easy. They only need 1. They'll throw. Incomplete. Zay Flowers couldn't hold on. Sharp applied the hit. And they will not go for it in this spot. They're going to need their defense to quickly get the football back. Saints take over at the 30. They already lead by 10. And Anthony Richardson takes the field again. Up the middle. Not much there for Jadarius Roby. Reggie Gilliam lines up offset on second down. Play fake Richardson has time, and he sends it deep downfield. It is caught! Olave to the end zone! And the Saints hit the big one and look to go up 3 scores on Seattle. They did it again. Just like a week ago when Richardson out threw the coverage for a Chris Olave touchdown. How can you possibly cover that much ground when every blade of grass is an option? I have no idea how I would even begin to try and defend this offense when you have all these options. It is 27-10. Big trouble here for Seattle, but a big catch by JSN. 21 yards, and they have to get down the field here in a hurry. Inside of 7 minutes, and Brooks hauls it in, flying by Adebo to the 23. You score quick here, you give yourself a chance. Walker on the carry, a nice cut, but falls forward. 5 carries. I don't think that's enough. Boone hitting Flowers, who bounced off a tackle. And they're getting down the field, but at what cost? They've now run a couple more minutes off the clock. First down, pressured and sacked by Big Joe Richards. Loss of 10 on the play, and the clock continues to run. From the 22, Boone to DK Metcalf. They get it back inside the 15. Have to get inside the 2 for a conversion. Boone facing pressure, and the pass is incomplete. That time, Jalen Carter got in his face. And this is 4th down for Seattle. They need it. They can't get it. Brooks had a chance, but Chad Binns breaks it up. 27-10, and the Saints take over. 3:38 to go. And they're running the rookie Lakeem Hunter here in the 4th quarter, trying to take this one to the end. Just a couple minutes away from an NFC Championship appearance, and Hunter is stopped. Inside a minute, and the Saints have put on a bunch of their backups now defensively, and they are going to be advancing to face either Dallas or Minnesota. Either way, it's going to be a team New Orleans has already shown they can beat. Brooks out of bounds at the 20, saves some time, but there ain't much left. 4th down, this could be it. And Walker is tackled by Antoine Kinley, and that is going to wrap it up. The New Orleans Saints advance, and they've won their 2nd playoff game in a row. Seattle scored on their opening drive and only managed a single field goal the rest of the way. Our 3rd down defense was phenomenal. We contested the quick throws. We created pressure when we had to. And that was really the key. A bunch of different 5-man pressures. I don't think I relied on any one too heavily. We just switched it up. And against a team that basically refused to run the football, we just continued to play the pass all game, and I think the lack of a run game really hurt them. They could have used that in some of those 3rd down situations, or to get us to back off a little bit, maybe play in some different defenses. Because if you run the football, then we're forced to play a lot more single high and try to stop it, and that opens up a lot of the passing game. And there was just nothing complimentary in their offense at all. So we're going to be advancing to face the Dallas Cowboys. They defeat Minnesota, and we are getting a rematch of a game that I was so excited for all of you to see when I brought this series back. To me, our win against Dallas was our arrival as contenders, showing that this is finally a different team. When Tommy Tomlinson had that pick 6 and you could tell this game was in the bag, the Saints were showing they were the real deal this season. And now we're playing for a spot in the Super Bowl, and we're getting healthy. Jacoby Pearman comes back. We have no injuries going into this game. We try to duplicate what we did back in Week 4, when our defense gave Dak Prescott fits, held him to no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I would expect a fair amount of what we did today, but I know Dallas is a team that will run the ball. I know I have to worry about that, and they ran it well in that first meeting. If they can be more balanced and a little less predictable, then I think they have a much better chance against our defense. But today, they played right into our hands, and it turned into a more lopsided game than I expected. But our offense is in excellent form right now, and we just have so many things that we can throw at opposing defenses. Anthony Richardson with another big touchdown pass in this game on the deep shot to Olave. Ran one in, had a nice one to Eddie Lovelock. When we execute like that, we are almost unbeatable. But the Cowboys are the final boss of the NFC. We beat them, and we can move on to the Super Bowl. But I'm expecting this to be a pretty tough game. I'll see you guys next time in the NFC Championship as we find out if the Saints can make it back to the Super Bowl. Thank you all for watching today's video. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back next week for the NFC Championship. Have a great day.